about kidnappings or anything like that. We want to help, okay? And any side note, well, if you come, then we will give them. We will give them to you. These people are not telling the truth. We're the ones that's going to go in there, and we're the ones that's already staking out the place. We know several informations there is, and we have more of a likely chance to go in there and get the child out. We have more of a dedication, more of a commitment there. I mean, we're not saying that we're that we know that person that that's close to you that was taken or something here, but we're just go with us, because if you trust them, then is they're lying. They're just, all they do is just lie to people. That we'll give you this, and they may do an exchange with you, but it's still not good. It's still no good. Just stay on U.S. side, IOF, and sync one side, and for the USA. And we're going to do everything we can. There's almost nothing that we won't be willing to do to go into almost any situation when it comes to a lot of these things that these people do. We're going to find a way in. Okay, we're going to find a way in. We're going to find a way around it, because these people have already done way too much. We're tired of them. Okay, and we've had it with them, so we're going to find a way in. We're going to find a way around the situation, because they've done too much, and they keep doing too much, and we want to see them locked up behind bars, and that for a very long time, for even attempting to do this, for doing all this, inconveniencing us greatly, and all the likes of these words here. Yeah, so it's going to be heavy with the judgment there. Is going to be heavy with us not understanding, you siding with these people in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You are to stay away from them, have no dealings with them, avoid them as best as you can. Because if it looks like you have dealings with them, you've been partnering with them, any type of evidence and all this stuff here, that's going to be a problem for us. And then you're going to be on a neutral side 3, which means you've had involvement in dealings with them, and then you have to be taken care of in a different way. You're not going to be necessarily under IOF. You're going to be under neutral. A part of this system, you're going to be under neutral 3, because you've had involvement with them, and or it's hard for us to tell, or we can't tell or something here if how involved or whatever this is. But we know that you gotta stay away from them. Okay, once you make the commitment or once you sign off, you're saying that you're not in any involved in no dealings with them. If you don't sign, when it comes to things like that, then it's going to look like you're on their side, and that means when it comes time for them to go to jail or go to court, you're going to be one of them. If your name is found and there's some evidence or something here, and then you're going to be going right along with them. Okay, so you have to, make a decision about turning away from them. Okay, so we're not going to understand any involvement with these people who are trying to take over America. Okay, you need to, because we can't trust you, can't be trusted. We got IOF doing the best that we can to take care of ourselves and take care of our families, and then we have some untrustworthy people going around doing some shicey stuff, which that will be investigated, that will be thoroughly looked through, and we will be doing it on a daily basis, looking out for these type of people. You better believe that. In every state, all over this country. Why? Because we have to. Make sure we're looking for suspiciousness, people not being honest or whatever this is, moving funny, well, all of that. Okay, well, because this is different now. However this is, we got to make sure that we're looking at those situations and evaluating whether or not what is this? Are they neutral, or are they really working with these people here? Neutral 3 or whatever. What is this? Are they any type of neutral? Whatever this is, or are they IOF? To determine who's who and who's what. Okay? Because we got to protect ourselves, protect our family, and protect the USA. Okay? So that's what it is. We're just not going to understand, guys. We're not. Okay? You're either on IOF or you're not. You're either IOF 100%, or neutral 1 and 2, or you're not. Okay, if you're 3, that means somehow you got caught up with these people here. Okay, and it doesn't have to be all bad, but some of it is. Okay, all All right, we're not going to understand because we have to protect ourselves. The same thing if you have to protect yourselves in your homes, right? You got to protect yourself in your home. So, what does that take? What does that entail? You protecting yourself in your home. You asking to not putting anything past pretty much anybody. Okay, because just to protect you and yours in your home. Okay, and that's pretty much what it will be. We can't let anything pass. If it looks suspicious, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, acts like a duck, whatever this is, more than likely it could possibly be that. Okay, when that's what we're looking for and that's what we're checking for. Okay, because it's time out for being deceptive and being tricked and all this. We have to protect what how hard it was for us to even get to this point. Okay, so we will be looking out for things like that. All right. Okay, guys. Let me see. Let me try to finish up here. I'm sorry I had to get into all of that, but we definitely will be looking for that on a daily basis. Okay. Definitely, the police task force, they definitely are going to be looking out for those things. We have our trained responses, they're going to be looking out for things like that. Um, then we have, just other departments that are going to be looking out for this. Okay, the monitoring center, you'll have a division that'll be looking out for that this particular thing because if they're looking suspicious and they're saying they're IOF and they're not, okay, that's going to be a problem. If they changed, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay, guys. All right. Let's see. So I've already done IOF system, neighborhood slash community and security. So I think lastly I have this one here that I'm going to be doing IOF. NSYNC one side and for the USA system, that is basically for protected citizens and the resources assisting, okay, the resources that are going to be assisting with them. So this is some other things, guys, because we need to make sure that whatever other things we need that we have it. Okay, so special funding for IOF community neighborhoods. Your community neighborhoods. Yeah, pretty much that. Okay. For the things that you're going to be needing for the state that you're in. Okay, so it's basically a special funding. Okay, for IOF citizens. Okay, that's pretty much what that is, and this is for every state. Okay, so whether we give into this, however this is, we're donating, we're giving in some type of way, and it is for this special funding here. Okay, for IOF citizens here. Okay, for the community, the city, however this is, for things that we would need. That's necessary, for us, or however this is, from the smallest amount to the most biggest amounts of different things it is that is going to be needed. Okay, that the two main offices will be, signing people up for, qualifying them for, or that's how they will be able to get anything from the special funding. Okay. IOF again standing for NSYNC one side and for the USA. Okay. Let's see, guys. When it comes to neutral side, that is 1 and 2. 3 is you'll have to go through. You have to be definitely question. We have to make sure that you are not with those people. Or if we're confused, then we have to send you somewhere else, or try to get you something through something else. Because if we're not absolutely sure that you're with us and that you're on our side and that you're not working with them, then we cannot help you. Okay, that way. So we'll try to look and see if we can help you some other type of way. Okay. Or I don't, some would say, well, why would we even be able to, but it's like, if it's something for a necessity type of thing, then, then we have to try to, help you here. Okay, so then we have special funding for businesses, okay, because there's things that we're going to be doing and still working on and things like that. So for businesses that are already established and businesses that are newly needing to be established, okay, assisting IOF protected citizens. Okay, so special funding for businesses newly already established and new businesses. Okay, assisting IOF protected citizens with that. Okay, all right. Funding for just all funding to make sure that these things are taken care of, guys. Okay, so funding for medical and services entitled to. Definitely. So, anything and everything to do with medical, emergency right now, things that are concerning as far as medical, you, yourself, your children, your family, definitely like right now, emergency type of things, okay? Special funding for that, okay? And services entitled to. There are things that we are just entitled to as citizens, just period, of United States or of our state. Okay, so we're talking about that. If you were cut off from something, if something was, by these people or something here, or you're having trouble or something like that, you need some type of services or something like that, we'll look to help you out in some type of way to assist you with that. Things that you're entitled to, services that we're entitled to, okay? Things like utility bills, things like that too, guys. Okay, to make sure that you have those things. Okay, especially things that you were cut off by this other side here. They somehow cut you off. You got cut off, or the people that you were getting the services from are with them somehow, or whatever this is. Okay, or they're afraid of them, or they're going by. So you've been cut off or something is here. So we'll have a special funding for that available for those things for IOF protected citizens, okay? So definitely for that, and any emergency medical, like something that's happening now, during now, this emergency crisis, that's what that is. System IOF special funding for workers of IOF. For all persons who will be working for IOF in sync one side for the USA. A special funding for that, right? We got to get paid. We can't just work here, right? Okay, so special funding for that. Okay, for that, 11:41 a.m. Specific standard time. Okay, so there'd be a special funding for that for the system IOF for special funding for workers. Okay, for that. Okay, and then we have IOF dispersed. So this is basically okay, guys. Okay, this is real simple. I've said this before. What we want you to do is disperse. We want you to leave quickly anytime there are chaotic, violent disputes and arguments and things going on out and outside events, gatherings, or inside events, gatherings and things like that, large crowds and things like that. Even if it's our event, we want you to disperse quickly, okay? Quickly disperse and relocate anytime it's problems or issues, that's the main that's the quickest way to get rid of that situation, all persons who are of IOF. Because the thing is, if there's a problem here with these people, okay, and the United States have to come out and regulate, you do not want to be one of the persons that is what do you call caught up in this because you didn't quickly disperse and leave out of the area. Okay? All right, so you want to leave quickly, disperse and relocate, go somewhere else. like I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. I am so sorry. Sometimes it's like that. Okay. Quickly disperse and relocate somewhere else down the street, a few blocks over, a mile or two over, however this is. You do not want to stay in the area, okay, for your own safety, okay? It could be for your own safety as well. I mentioned before that if, I'm so sorry, guys, if, let's say there's a van that comes around and you guys are to leave out I'm sorry, by like 12 or 2 p.m. and by 6 or 8 p.m. that night when they gathered people around, you were asked to leave hours ago, 6 plus hours ago, 4 plus hours ago, or more like 6 or 8, and you're still there. Okay, and there was something that happened, and then you're trying to explain yourself, but you were asked to leave 6 plus hours ago or something this year, and you didn't, and you're still there because when the van came, you're in the van, your name is there. So how is it that you got picked up and you were arrested, and you're they said that you did this and you did that or whatever this was contributing to whatever type of violence or whatever was going on, that whatever the reasons were that you were detained and arrested, even if for not leaving, you didn't leave when the call was for you to quickly disperse. IOF, disperse response. That's pretty much what they'll say, or that's pretty much what they mean. Local law officials, local law enforcement, IOF disperse response. No matter what side they're on. Because what it means to IOF persons or citizens, protected persons, is means that you are to quickly disperse and relocate. Go somewhere else. Okay, you can go home. You can go a few blocks down, a few miles down. Just go to somewhere that is safe. Okay, you are to quickly disperse, get out of the area, and relocate. Whenever there's chaotic situations, violent situations, disputes, and arguments, just just disperse, just leave from the area. Don't continue it. Don't go back and forth with arguments. And at any particular type of gatherings, events, or large crowds, or something like that. Even if it's something that we're holding, we're going to cancel it and we're going to leave. If IOF is not effectively able to, and I mean quickly, within 60 seconds or so here, or within 30 seconds, okay, would be like within a few minutes, however this is, whatever the problem is. If it's not, if IOF is not able to handle the situation and get it to be resolved, then that's what we are to do, is to quickly disperse, get out of the area, leave from there, and relocate. Okay, for our own safety. That's what's best right now. And I say it again to say that these people, excuse me, guys, these people, if there was ever like some other problem, like a serious problem, and the U.S. had to respond, you don't want to be in the mix of that, because they may be ordered to just shoot everyone out there. I'm just saying they may be ordered to shoot everyone on the other side or something. Let's say, right? Or everyone out there, because maybe everyone out there is doing something and they can't tell who, or at least to give you a flesh wound or something is here. You don't want that. Okay, so that's why you have to leave these areas quickly. Okay, you can, I want to say you can come back when it's safe, but if I were you, I wouldn't come back like either the same day or something like that, unless it was a certain particular event. And then it has to be settled. It has to have gotten rid of the persons or the issues or whatever was going on. If they weren't able to resolve it, if they cannot resolve it, quickly leave, disperse, and don't come back. Okay, and relocate. Quickly leave the location and relocate. Because if you stay and all kinds of things happen, who knows? Okay, there's a lot of things that could happen, so don't stay. Okay, do not stay. Just quickly leave the location and relocate. That's pretty much it. Okay, even if you have an event, hey guys, we're headed over to such and such, it's 2 miles out, or it's a mile out, or something like that. It's a few blocks over, whatever this is. Just let your group know, and and tell them like we're headed over here or what have you. If it's still a problem, then you have to relocate, or everyone has to go home or something here. Like, don't give people, don't, if they're the satisfaction. If they're trying to create problems and issue with you, just disperse. Okay, relocate, get out of the area and relocate. Okay, don't worry about it. If we have any problems, or we got people following us where we live at or where we at, and it's supposed to be a safety protected house or home locations, we have the trained response teams that will be dealing with that. Okay, any persons that are trying to attack in that way, who are really from the other side, or however this is. We have those people will be the trained response team. That's what they will do. They'll come out almost like uniformed local law enforcement, but they're not that, of course. They're just something like that, and they will help in any type of situations like that where we're at home, or we need people to, be regulated in a way where those who have came against us are trying to do something to us physically, are, they're refusing to any type of attacks of that sort. Okay. And then of course we have our policing, however this is, but they handle more other situations. Okay. um, just pretty much that, guys. Okay, so it's easier when we just follow through and we don't things be a problem or an issue or something like that. So yeah, definitely, guys. Yeah, just definitely just leave any type of chaotic, violent disputes and arguments. Okay, during any type of open or outdoor events, gatherings, or where there's a lot of people, crowded people. Okay, groups of people, that type of thing. Just leave from the situation, because we have entirely too many things. A lot of this whole emergency crisis, worrying about this. Are we going to get the right president into office? Are we going to get our choice? There's a lot of things. Okay, our home life, a lot of things that we need to concern ourselves with. So just write this off and just go a whole nother way. I mean, I really need you guys to just, be quick with this and just know what to do. Grab your things and, and safely so, guys, and just leave. And you're a winner, okay? Because if you stayed, you'd be a loser going back and forth, with people and things like that. Wasting your time, your efforts, your energy on nonsense, okay? When you need that for you, your family, and yours, okay? In this fight that we have here, with these people trying to do the things that they're trying to do as far as trying to steal America. So let's just be the winners that we are and walk away, okay, and save and reserve our energy and things like that. And in the event that these people could possibly be harassing us, which the trained response team is going to be on. They'll be on wait, or on the lookout for it, any type of situations, any events that we have. You can call them as well and say, hey, we're going to be at such and such, can you come out, or however this is, if there's a problem or issues. Also security, personnel as well, for whatever they can do. But the trained response team are the main ones that will definitely be handling the situation. Okay, and then you have the smaller response team, okay, that will come out and address matters of people that are that may be of some sort of authoritative position, and they're just giving people a hard time. They'll come out and respond and say, well, hey, these people have the right to be out here too, or what is it that they're doing wrong, or whatever this is. Okay, all right, guys. Okay, so and then to combat any other potential situations, as far as these people like to arrest people and things like that. So we have our policing, who are proper polices as well. We also will have our attorneys as well, to determine whether or not there's going to be anything like that happening. Okay, guys, so we just have to really equip ourselves and just really be prepared for anything that these people try and throw at us here, because we can't allow ourselves to just be arrested. And if that's the case, then they'll just sit there and arrest us here, right? But it's just under these people here, saying that they have the right to do this, when there's nothing. We're more than likely we weren't doing anything wrong, and their reason for trying to arrest us is unfounded or something here. So we're gonna have our first response team, or I hate to say that, we're gonna have our the response team that will be addressing those matters, to definitely make sure to prevent those type of things, because it's not these people aren't even legal here. As far as everything that they're doing is illegal. They're making people do this, and making even making the law enforcement do that, trying to arrest us and stuff. um, because it's not, these people need to be locked up themselves here, okay, and locked up for a very long time, put away for a very long time. So that's what we're fighting, and that's what we're up against. Okay, so we'll definitely need to have our response teams, and trained response teams, ready for any type of situations that could be happening. Okay, that would be a problem for us. Okay, and then neighbor community assistance, or neighborhood, it's kind of like neighborhood watch, but it's like neighborhood policing as well, you know, making the calls that are necessary to our buildings and to, I'm sorry, to our main offices and also to the monitoring center, okay, centers to address issues that are going on, okay. All right, guys, so that's pretty much that. We have a building for court business, or at least a few of them, okay, so that we can do the courts that are necessary for the cases that do come to us, that come through to us, okay. Um, okay, let's see. I think, let me see, health office, okay, for IOF. So, health office is all other health issues. Let's say you have um, certain particular health medical insurance that was interfered with, interrupted, or blocked, prevented by these people. This is what we mean. Any type, you know, health benefits, vision, dental, medical, you know, special assistant funding services for that. Okay, you could have been cut off. You could be going through experiencing work, okay, and it was going good while you were working, or something was cut off. So we want to be able to make sure that you're assisted for any health services that you may need, okay, for all I'm sorry, IOF protected citizens, okay, and sync one side and for the USA citizens here. We want to make sure that you're protected, so the funding is there. The difference with the medical is medical and services, you know, that are, you know, that you're entitled to, is that's emergency. Like that's like for right now, something's going on, you know, something's happened, and it doesn't matter like if you were working or what your situation is. We're trying to get the trying to get the funding for you for that. Okay, this is more like long term and or short term, however this is, for your health funding, for assistance funding for anything concerning your health as temporary.